Got dog allergies but still love dogs? No dog is truly hypoallergenic, but you can manage allergies and still enjoy your pet. Let's bust 7 common myths about hypoallergenic dogs and show you how to make it work. Myth 1: hypoallergenic dogs don't shed. This is probably the most common misconception. People think that hypoallergenic dogs don't shed. Sounds like a dream, right? A dog that doesn't leave fur everywhere and doesn't set off your allergies? Well, here's the truth. All dogs shed, even those labeled as hypoallergenic, like poodles, Bichon Frises, or schnauzers. What really causes allergic reactions isn't the shedding itself, it's the dander. These are tiny flakes of dead skin that all dogs produce, and they can stick to your clothes, furniture, and even float around in the air. And it's not just dander. Dog saliva and urine also contain proteins that can trigger allergic reactions. When your dog licks its fur, those proteins transfer to the coat, meaning that even if your dog doesn't shed much, the allergens can still spread around your home. Dander is incredibly lightweight, and it can stay floating in the air for hours, landing on surfaces like upholstery, bedding, and carpets. So, even if you have a low-shedding dog, they can still cause allergic reactions if you're not careful. But don't worry, there are things you can do. Regular grooming, like brushing your dog outside and giving them baths on a schedule, can help reduce dander. Just be careful not to overbathe them, as that can dry out their skin and actually cause more dander. A great example is a family that adopted a poodle, thinking they'd finally found the perfect dog for their allergies. But within weeks, they were still sneezing and dealing with itchy eyes. It wasn't until they started grooming their dog regularly and using HEPA air purifiers that their symptoms became manageable. This just goes to show that managing dander is key, even with low-shedding breeds. Myth 2: certain breeds are completely hypoallergenic. Another big myth is that certain dog breeds, like poodles or Portuguese water dogs, are completely hypoallergenic. It's easy to see why people think this. Some breeds are labeled as hypoallergenic because they shed less or have coats that trap dander. But here's the reality: no breed is 100% hypoallergenic. Every dog produces dander, saliva, and urine, and all of these can trigger allergic reactions. The idea that a certain breed will completely prevent allergies likely comes from the fact that some dogs shed very little. But even low-shedding breeds still produce allergens. In fact, the amount of dander a dog produces can vary not just by breed, but by the individual dog. Some dogs may produce more saliva or dander than others, even if they're the same breed. So, while some breeds might be better for people with allergies, there's no guarantee you won't have a reaction. If you're seriously considering adopting a dog, it's a good idea to spend time around the specific dog you're thinking about. Allergies can vary from person to person, and one dog might trigger your symptoms more than another, even if they're the same breed. Also, keep in mind that your home environment plays a big role in the severity of your allergies. In smaller homes or apartments, allergens can build up faster, especially if you have carpets and upholstered furniture that can trap dander. Using HEPA air purifiers and vacuuming regularly with a vacuum equipped with a HEPA filter can help reduce the amount of dander in your home. Myth 3: you can build immunity to dog allergies over time. A lot of people think that if they spend enough time around a dog, they'll eventually build up immunity. They believe that the more exposure they have, the less their body will react. Unfortunately, this isn't true for most people. Allergies happen because the immune system overreacts to certain proteins found in dog dander, saliva, or urine. With repeated exposure, your immune system keeps releasing histamines and other chemicals that cause symptoms like sneezing, itchy eyes, and congestion. For some people, symptoms can even get worse over time. This is known as the cumulative effect. What starts as mild symptoms can eventually lead to more severe reactions, like chronic congestion or even asthma. To manage dog allergies, it's crucial to reduce your exposure to allergens. One effective strategy is to create dog-free zones in your house, especially in the bedroom. Since we spend about a third of our lives sleeping, keeping this space free from pet dander can significantly improve your allergy symptoms. For individuals with more severe allergies, seeing an allergist is a good idea. They can recommend treatments like antihistamines, nasal sprays, or even immunotherapy, allergy shots, which can help reduce your sensitivity to allergens over time. While these treatments won't cure your allergies, they can make living with a dog much more manageable. I know of a family who thought they would get used to their dog's allergens over time. At first, their symptoms were mild, but as time went on, they got worse, eventually leading to asthma. After starting allergy shots and making some changes to their home, like using air purifiers and keeping the dog out of certain rooms, they were able to control their symptoms and continue living happily with their pet. Myth 4. Hypoallergenic dogs don't trigger asthma. Some people believe that hypoallergenic dogs won't trigger asthma symptoms. While it's true that some breeds may produce fewer allergens, even these dogs can still trigger asthma. Asthma can be provoked by several things, and pet dander is a common trigger. Even if your dog sheds less, they still produce enough dander and saliva to cause asthma flare-ups. Dander can be especially problematic because it's so light, it stays airborne for long periods and can settle on surfaces like furniture, rugs, and bedding. Managing asthma in a household with a dog involves more than just picking a low-shedding breed. Regular cleaning is essential. Vacuum frequently with a HEPA filter vacuum to help reduce the amount of dander in your home. Using air purifiers can also help keep allergens out of the air. And try to keep your dog off upholstered furniture, where dander can easily accumulate. Another important step is using hypoallergenic bedding and allergen-proof covers on pillows and mattresses. Dander can settle into these fabrics, so using protective covers can reduce your exposure while you sleep. There's a story of a family with asthma who adopted a low-shedding breed, thinking it would prevent symptoms from flaring up. But after a few months, their asthma worsened. By adding air purifiers, vacuuming daily, and keeping the dog out of certain rooms, they were able to manage the asthma much more effectively. Myth 5. Puppies are less allergenic than adult dogs. Some people think that puppies are less likely to cause allergic reactions than adult dogs. But this is a misconception. Puppies can cause just as many reactions as adult dogs. Puppies may have softer coats, but they still produce dander, saliva, and urine, just like adult dogs. In fact, as puppies grow and their coats mature, they may even produce more dander. Plus, puppies tend to be more energetic and playful, meaning they can spread allergens around more easily as they explore your home. Instead of focusing on the dog's age, it's more effective to focus on managing the environment. Regular grooming, vacuuming, and using air purifiers will help keep allergen levels low, regardless of the dog's age. Myth 6. Grooming alone will eliminate allergens. Yes, grooming helps, but regular grooming alone won't completely eliminate allergens. Dander and saliva can still settle on furniture, carpets, and other surfaces, and these particles can even become airborne. In addition to grooming, it's important to regularly wash the dog's bedding, toys, and blankets. These items can harbor significant amounts of dander, and keeping them clean will reduce the overall allergen load in your home. After grooming your dog, you should also change your clothes to avoid spreading allergens around the house. Using hypoallergenic wipes between baths can also be helpful. These wipes allow you to reduce dander on your dog without overbathing, which can dry out their skin and increase dander production. Myth 7. There's no way to manage allergies if you have a dog. Finally, there's the myth that if you're allergic to dogs, you simply can't have one. Living with a dog when you have allergies can be a challenge, but it's not impossible. There are several effective ways to manage allergens. Regular grooming, brushing and bathing your dog on a consistent schedule helps reduce dander. Frequent cleaning, vacuuming with a HEPA filter vacuum and cleaning surfaces often can minimize the buildup of dander in your home. Air purifiers. Using air purifiers with HEPA filters throughout your home can help remove airborne allergens. Dog-free zones. Keeping certain areas, like the bedroom, off-limits to your dog can reduce your allergen exposure while you sleep. Combining these strategies with allergy medications if needed can make living with a dog much more manageable. And for some people, consulting an allergist about treatments like immunotherapy may be especially helpful. Don't forget to check out our ebook, linked in the first comment, for more practical advice on living comfortably with your furry friend. So, after debunking these 7 myths, it's clear that while some dogs may be better for people with allergies, no dog is completely allergen-free. The issue isn't just about shedding, it's about dander, saliva, and urine proteins, which all dogs produce. If you have allergies, the solution isn't finding a magic allergy-free dog, but rather focusing on managing your environment. With regular grooming, frequent cleaning, creating dog-free zones, and using air purifiers, it's possible to live with a dog and manage your allergies effectively. If this video helped you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's thinking about getting a hypoallergenic dog.